Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this lecture, we are going to learn about the second type of equation which can be transformed into quadratic. Okay, so the second type is of this form. As you may see over here, we will have a constant, okay, and then we will have a function of x. Function means an expression, a polynomial involving x plus b over p of x. This is again an expression of x equals to c. This is the same expression, but over here, as you may see, we have the reciprocal of this expression. Okay, so the examples are 2x square plus 1. Over here we have, this is the polynomial p of x, and as you may see, we have the reciprocal of 1 over 2x square plus 1. Reciprocal of 2x square plus 1 is 2x square plus 1. If I want to find its reciprocal, I am going to make the denominator the numerator, and then I am going to replace the numerator with the denominator. This will give me the reciprocal. So as you may see over here, we have the expression p of x, and this is 1 over 2x square plus 1, its reciprocal. Okay, same is the case over here. X over x minus 3, what will be the reciprocal of x over x minus 3? Its reciprocal will be the fraction whose numerator is the denominator of this fraction, and whose numerator is the denominator of the function, the fraction. Okay, so in order to find the reciprocal, what you have to do is you just have to replace the numerator and denominator. You have to switch their places. Okay, so as you may see over here, again we have an expression and the reciprocal of the expression. Okay, so if in one term you have the expression, in the other term you should have the reciprocal of that expression. Same is the case over here. 4x square plus 1 over 4x minus 1 plus 4x minus 1 over 4x plus 1. As you may see, here we have the expression, and if I take the reciprocal of this expression, we will get this expression. So we are involving the expression and its reciprocal in the same equation. In such cases, we are going to use the method that I am going to tell you now. So if the equation is such that you are involving an expression and its reciprocal at the same time, then you can use this type. Okay, and this is type 2 equation. Similarly, the case over here, we have x minus a over x plus a and its reciprocal in the next term. Okay, so we are involving expression and their reciprocals. Okay, now if these were the examples of this type, now I'm going to solve one of these for you. For example, let us solve this one. X minus a the question is x minus a over x plus a minus x plus a over x minus a is equal to 7 over 12. This is the question from your exercise, and I am going to solve it by using type 2 method. Okay. In order to solve this equation, what we have to do is, you are going to, you know that there will be an expression involved in the equation which will have its reciprocal too. So what you are going to do is, you are going to introduce a substitution. You are going to introduce a substitution. Suppose let y be equal to the expression. Okay, the expression which is involved in the question, take that expression and make it equal to, or let it equal to y. Okay, so you are going to introduce this substitution. Whatever expression is used, whatever polynomials are or expression is used in this in the question, we are going to take that equal to y. Okay, now if this is y, then this will be 1 over y, because these are reciprocals of one another. This implies that if I take the reciprocal of both the sides, we will get, this is y over 1, so it will be 1 over y. It means that y is equal to x minus a over x plus a, and 1 over y is equal to x plus a over x minus a. I am going to replace these expressions with y in the equation. So what do we get over here? I will replace this with y minus, and this was 1 over y is equal to 7 by 12. Now as you may see, it was an equation which was disguised. It was a quadratic equation, but it was disguised by some expressions. So what we got here is, if I take the LCM, we will get the required quadratic that we want to solve this equation. Doing the cross multiplication, we will get 12y square minus 12 is equal to 7y. Okay, now bringing it into its standard form so that we can apply some method to it. So this is the quadratic that we got after substitutions. Okay, so we need to solve this in order to get to the solution of this equation. But first of all, we need to find y, and from y, by using this substitution, I am going to find the value of x. Now if I solve it by using quadratic formula, what do we get? Y is equal to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, this is the quadratic formula that I am going to use in order to solve this equation. Over here, a is equal to 12, b is equal to negative 7, c is equal to negative 12. Putting these in this formula, what I get is, let me erase this. Now a is equal to 12, b is equal to negative 7, and c is equal to negative 12. Now by putting these values in the quadratic formula, what do I get is y is equal to negative of b, means negative of negative 7, plus minus b square means negative 7 whole square minus 4 a into c over 2 into 12. Now this will be equal to y is equal to positive 7 plus minus 49 plus 12 into 12 into 4 will be, if I calculate it, 12 into 12 into 4, that will be equal to 576 over 24. Now adding these two, this will be 625. The square root of 625 is 25. So what do we get here is 7 plus minus 25 over 24. It means that y is either 7 minus 25 by 24 or 7 plus 25 by 24. Okay, 7 minus 25 is equal to 18, negative 18. Negative 18 by 24 is, if I cancel it by 6, what we are going to get is 6 3s are and 6 4s are. This is equal to negative 3 by 4, and if we add them, 25 plus 7 gives 32. 32 by 24, if I simplify it by 8, is 8 4s are and 8 3s are. Okay, so y has these two values. Okay, now y is having these two values, so let me write it here and let us go back to our equation, because the equation in the y was just a guessed equation, an equation which I used for finding the solution. Our target was to find the solution of this equation, not the equation which was the quadratic that we got in y, because now y has two values. Y is equal to 4 over 3. Okay, so using these two values of y, I'm going to get to the solution of this equation. Now the substitution that we did was y is equal to x minus a over x plus a. This was the substitution that we used. Now what am I going to do is I'm going to use these values of y one by one in this equation to get to the values of x. Okay, now if y is equal to negative 3 by 4, then it means that replacing y with the expression x minus a over x plus a will be equal to negative 3 by 4. Okay, now we have to solve this equation. Cross multiplying by cross multiplication, what we are going to do is we will get negative 3 times x plus a. Okay, by cross multiplication this will be equal to 4 into x minus a equals to negative 3 into x plus a. Now opening the bracket, as we know how to do it, negative 3x minus 3a. Okay, this will be 4x plus 3x equals to negative 3a plus 4a, so 7x, and this will be equal to a, so x will be equal to a by 7. So as you may see, by using these values of y, we reach the values of x which is satisfying this equation. Okay, now what was the second value of y? If y is equal to 4 by 3, then it means that x minus a over x plus a equals to 4 by 3. Now again, during the cross multiplication, we get 3 into x minus a equals to 4 into x plus a. Opening the bracket, now just shifting 4x to the right hand side and 3a to the 4x to the left hand side and 3a to the right hand side. 4a plus 3 will be 7a and x will be equal to negative 7a. Okay, so these are the equation of x that we wanted to find. So the solution set will be a by 7, okay, and negative 7a. So this is how you solve the equation if it involves an expression and its reciprocal. What we are going to do is we are going to put, first of all, what we did was we did this substitution. Okay, after introducing this substitution, we used it in the equation and we got y minus 1 over y equals to 7 by 12, which gave us the quadratic formula. We solved it, got the values of y, and using these values of y in this equation, we got the values of x. So these are the main steps that we did, and that's all for this method.